All right, so let's say that you have an assignment that you have given in Google Classroom, and it's basically something that you're just giving a participation grade for. You just need to be able to flip through these really quickly and see if the kid actually did the assignment. But it's probably not something that you're really going to be reading in depth or making a whole lot of comments on. So the traditional, I suppose, way of grading assignments in Google Classroom, you come in here and you click on the kid's name and then you click on their assignment and then you wait for it to load. Still loading, still loading. And then I go in here and I read it and I can make comments on it or whatever. And then I can close it and go back to Google Classroom here, type in the grade, and then move on to the next student. Okay, and you might be able to do it a little bit quicker than that. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's not a really quick process when you have to open it up, wait for it to load, look at it quickly, close it, and then go back over here. So if it's something that you're wanting to go through really quickly, you can use the preview option in Google Drive. So the only thing that's tricky is you've got to find the classroom that you are wanting to look at the assignment and then the assignment title. So your Google Classroom files are always from your main drive going to be in the file or in the folder called Classroom. And then you have all of your classes here. Mine's a little clogged up. If you delete your old classes instead of just archiving them, this will get a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to look for that class, which is this one. It's also a good idea to put the year of the class in there because that was not actually the right class. So I think it's this one. There we go. So that's the class from this year. All of my other classes, I put 2016, 2017 on. I just chose poorly today for my little demo here and picked the one class that I didn't actually put the year on. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now I'm where I need to be. And so that assignment was called Things Fall Apart for Okonkwo. So I'm going to look for the folder here. Every assignment that you give is going to create a folder, which is where, essentially when the kids are turning in their work, they're turning it into this folder digitally. So I'm going to look through these Things Fall Apart ones until I find the one that says Things Fall Apart for Okonkwo. So that's that assignment. Now these come up in alphabetical order. So it's alphabetical order starting with, the file name. This is a template that I gave them. So they're all named the exact same thing, except for having the student's name added to it afterwards. So on this screen, they're sorted essentially by the student's first name instead of last name. But that doesn't really matter for me because I'm just wanting to see who did it and who didn't do it. So instead of actually double clicking on these documents and opening them, I'm just going to select one. And then I'm going to come up here to where the eyeball is. And that's the preview feature. So that's where it pulls this up and gives you gives you the view of what the assignment was. Now, I can't interact with this. I can't make comments on it or anything. But like I said, this is just something that I'm wanting to just check and make sure they did it. So I know this person didn't. So I can see up at the top here where it gives me the student's name that she didn't do it. So I know when I go and I actually record the grades in Google Classroom that if she did submit it, that I should not be giving her a grade for it. And this was one where she didn't actually submit it. She was absent that day. So I can scroll through. All right, that one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. Delay. That one's done. That one's done. So if I run across one of these and I'm like skimming through them or something and I see something horribly wrong, right? So like this one, I might want to write on there like, you need to have more examples or something like that. So I can click back over here then, or I don't even have to click over there. I can just open with Google Docs right here, and now I can make comments on this person's thing. If I want to make it to where their grade is lowered because of that, I can, come over here and type it in. And so I can just skim through those really quick and make a note either mentally or, on a sheet of paper or in Google Classroom of which ones are not done or which ones were not done satisfactorily. And then go through really quickly and just fill in the grades for everybody else 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So using that preview feature here in Google Drive is a way where you can essentially flip through the assignments really quickly if it's something that you are not wanting to spend a whole lot of time on.